Welcome to Stan the Wine Man TV. I am your host, Stan Rattan, and this is a blue collar wine show where I help you spend your wine dollars wisely. Like I haven't said that 1,000 times, right? Anyway, we're going to do another blind tasting. They seem to be pretty popular. The last two, didn't generate as much as I thought they would. Who knows why? You never know. There's a lot going on. The Super Bowl just happened not too long ago and all that. So we're going to do a varietal that suffers almost as much as Merlot, and that is Syrah. Now, Syrah is such a cool grape. The main grape of the Rhone Valley. They use it a lot there, as we know. Grenache, Syrah, Mourvedre, Cinsault over there. But in the U.S., and I said this many times before, I won't carry on too much about it, but Shiraz was a big deal in Australia. That's what they call Syrah. And it took us a while, us wine guys, girls, wine people, to convince people that Shiraz was Syrah. So when Shiraz started falling off the map, because, we know, Yellowtail, Lindemans, Jacobs Creek, they just pumped out all this really inexpensive Shiraz, and people just got sick of it. Well, we taught them that Shiraz was Syrah, and for some reason, they just got it carried over into Syrah from the U.S. Who knows why? They also call it Shiraz in South Africa, or in Africa. So, Shiraz is a name. I'm not sure exactly where that came from. There's a lot of speculation about where that came from, but basically, it's Syrah. And what we have here, all I know about these is we have one fairly high-end wine. We have some from California, some from Washington, and one from France. So this is a challenge, the Syrah challenge. I love Syrah. I think it's a great food wine. It's certainly good for grilled meats. And let's get started with number one. I always like these blind. That one that I did on Petite Syrah just blew me away. The most inexpensive one came out on top. Crazy. Okay. As we learned from the Petite Syrah, Syrah is a parent of Petite Syrah. Petite Syrah is a cross between Palauerson and Syrah. So, there you go. There's the Rhone Rangers down in California. They had a big movement, I think it was the 2000s, early 2000s, trying to promote these Rhone-style blends with a lot of Syrah. So, really, really purple black on this one. Let's see what we get on the nose. A little bit of that bacon fat that you get from Syrah. It's an interesting component from Syrah. Blueberry, boysenberry. Yeah, bacon fat, blueberry, boysenberry would be my main things on the nose. Good aromatics, really. A little bit of a kind of a char thing going on as well. Let's see what we get on the palate. Excellent structure. Good acidity. The fruit flavors are there. Get a little bit of that bacon fat, blueberry. Almost an underripe boysenberry component on this one. I think this is a little bit of a baby. There's a lot of good things going on in this wine. Good structure, like I said, good acidity. This would lay down for a long time. I think this is a little youthful, but well built. Well built. I like to use that term. Well built. Good tannins. Kind of a high tone on the palate, like high tone, like a little bit of underripe blueberry, a little bit of underripe boysenberry, a little bit of a cherry notes coming through as well, which I didn't get on the nose. The bacon fat does not come through on the palate. This reminds me of a lot of a Rhone style wine, but lacking the minerality. So I'm going to guess New World. Hope I'm right. I don't know. A little bit of licorice as well. I like this wine. I think it's a baby. I have to take that in consideration when I'm grading it. And I'm gonna put here New World. See if I'm right. There we go. Long finish on this one. Yeah. You have to be careful when you're looking at a wine, and I do. Make sure that you understand that maybe it's not ready yet, but that should not affect the grade. Number two. There's no flaws in that one for sure. You know, you don't have to be too concerned about rinsing, although Syrah can have quite a variation. And I think that's another reason why sometimes Syrah struggles, is because it can go all over the place. Cote roti, big bacon fat, New World wines, all over the place. Just saying. So some people get a little nervous about what they're going to get. They need a good wine steward, somebody like me or somebody else, to help them understand what's in that wine. So again, very dark, which would you expect from a Syrah? Let's see if we get on the nose. This has a little bit of a dirt factor going on, a little bit of earthiness. I'm getting blueberry, black raspberry, boysenberry. There is a tiny, tiny hit of bacon fat. Let's see what we get on the palate. This is a lot plusher, ready to drink, closer than the other one. A little spice going on. It's interesting with the Syrah, a lot of times they like to co-ferment it with Viognier. And what Viognier does, white wine, is lifts the aromatics. Of course, they don't always tell you that. They don't have to put very much, really, like 2%, 1%, sometimes 3%. So kind of plush, blueberry, boysenberry, a little bit of currant coming through on this one as well, with a little spice action on the back end, which would mean oak. Oak gives the spice, whether it's French oak, American oak. This might have some French oak on it. I'm not sure. Good structure, not as acidic as the first one, so it's ready to drink. It's closer to drinkability. It does not need to be aged as much as the first one. I got tongue-tied there for a minute. A little bit of licorice on this one as well. There is good acidity though. I think this one could age up to 5 more years. I like the toastiness on the back end, the earthiness of this wine. Very classic. I'm going to go New World on this one as well. I could be wrong. There seems to be a little bit of minerality, but I'm thinking New World on this. Very well made Syrah. Closer to drinking than this one. There. That could be from California as well. I don't know. I'm not gonna go that far. I'm guessing. Why not? You say. Well, I'm a little bit chicken. It matters. You guys are very forgiving. I want to shout out to David. He jumped on and subscribed to my channel. He came in the store and told me as much, and I'm very much appreciative of that, David. Thank you very much. Had a nice comment from Glenn. He came in and he just, he said he really enjoys the programs because, I'm really focused on not just reviewing high-end wines, trying to brag about these wines. I'm not, I know there's a lot of wine people out there that like to go into the weird grapes. We're going to go into a weird grape here and there. But, I think you guys want to just find out what is out there that you can drink that's affordable. Now, not everything I review is affordable from everybody's standpoint. Some it is, some they're not. But, so I'm not going to pigeonhole myself into just inexpensive wines all the time. But I also want you to know that if you're tasting an expensive wine, is it worth the money? That's important. A lot easier to be disappointed at 70 bucks than 10 bucks. You know what? You hear me. You hear what I'm saying. Again, very dark, kind of purple black. Let's see what we get on the nose. A lot of licorice on the nose in this one. Oh yeah, currants and licorice, so different from the other two. Ripe blueberry on this one. Yeah, deeper aromatics on this one. Let's see what we get on the palate. Now this has some minerality on it. I'm going to say could be Old World on this one, but up front, nice currant notes, ripe blueberry, No bacon fat really, but you can kind of get the sense of sort of a, not even ham hock, I guess, but that lot of crushed rock on this one. A little bit of charred action, like charred wood on this one. I'm even getting some red flower or purple flower notes on this one as well. A lot of licorice on the finish. I like this one a lot. Good structure, good acidity, nice complexity. Wow, 3 in a row. These are hard to grade. Wow. This one, again, this one could age, I'm going to say up to 10 years. In the Somm world, I think they give you 4 minutes per wine to guess what they are. So I'm just trying to shoot for that target. I don't always hit it because I talk too much, but I hope you guys enjoy what I say. I hope. Number four. Again, these are all very dark. I mean, you just purple black. What can you say? Now this has a little bit of bacon fat, a little bit of that charred wood, blueberry notes, like almost like a barbecued blueberry, if you can picture that. Licorice. Interesting, like 3 out of 4 of these had that kind of like, like they burnt some wood a little bit and then blew it out. Some get bacon fat, some get that. This is a little more closed than the other 3. I'm definitely getting some nice boysenberry, blackberry notes. That charred wood thing going on. Let's see what we get on the palate. Has a little bit of a umami thing going on. Acidity. There's acidity there. This is the least favorite of the 4. It's a little bit. It's not even closed so much as it just doesn't have anything going on. It doesn't have any pizzazz. It doesn't have any complexity. It's kind of just there. I'm afraid to look at this. What this one is. Yeah. It's really, really flat. Really, really kind of empty. I mean, it's not flawed in any way. It just doesn't have anything going on. The acidity is there. I get a little bit of that charred wood thing going on. Of course, you don't know the order of this, How was it set up? But yeah, I'm going to say out of the 4, this is my least favorite. It's the most empty of the 4, excuse me. It's okay. I hope it's not very expensive because it would be a real bummer if it was expensive. Like I said, it's not flawed. The acidity is there, but there's not a lot much more going on besides that. Yeah. I don't, I'm not going to fool you guys. You know where this one's going to come in. Okay, there we go. Let's set them up for review. All right, here we go. They're ready to go. So, in last place, you guys, I can't lie. I mean, it's pretty obvious it was not my favorite. It always makes me nervous. There's a lot, I know so many people in the wine world, and I review their wines, and I'm sorry, but I'm just being honest. Well, I'm not sorry. I'm being honest for you guys. And in last place with a C+. So, not flawed, just above average a little bit is the, ooh, God. Okay. Valdemar Estate, 2020 Valdemar Estate Syrah. This rolls in at $70, guys. Now, to be fair, the first one I tasted, I thought, well, that, you know, it had potential. For $70, guys, this is a total waste of time. And I like the guys from Valdemar Estates. This one, just, I'm sorry. And these were open, I guess. The cork was put back in, but they were open quite a while ago. So, yeah. Yeah. Don't waste your money on Valdemar Estates Syrah for $70. I'm going to retaste it after we're done reviewing, but that just shocks me. In third place, number one, which I gave a B plus A minus. I thought, you know, I said it was New World. That one was New World, I guess that deal. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That one was New World. This one, I guess, New World. B plus A minus. I thought I'd need a little time and it would blossom. Could be an A minus A in 5-6 years. Oh, look at that. This is the 2021 J.Lohr Syrah Paso Robles. This rolls in at $18. $18. Okay, guys. I'm going to retaste the Valdemar. But I'm going with what I go with. Crazy. $18. B plus A minus. So, in second place with an A minus, straight up, New World, I said. I was wrong. Dang it. Love this winery. 2020 La Bastide Saint Dominique, Côte d'Aron. This rolls in at $19. This is 80% Syrah, 20% Grenache. I think this is one that had a little bit of spice to it, but 80% is fine because 75% in the U.S. constitutes the varietal. There you go, Saint Dominique. So I thought this one was Old World. I don't know what it is. A minus A. So this was my favorite of the bunch. I thought this had good potential to age, but also was very approachable now. With an A minus A, oh, look at that. The 2020 Luke Winery Syrah, Columbia Valley, Wahluke Slope. That's where Luke comes, Wahluke Slope. This rolls in at $25. So the cheapest didn't come in first, but certainly $25 isn't that bad. Luke Syrah, love this wine a lot. There you go. So Washington came in first place. Washington Wine Month's coming up in March, so that's kind of exciting. And big fan of Saint Dominique Winery, $19, J.Lohr, and very disappointed in the Valdemar Syrah. Now, don't get me wrong, they do some great wines, but that one, not worth $70. Thanks for taking a little time of your day. Please subscribe to my channel if you would like to see what's coming up. I'd love to hit the goal of 1,000 subscribers. That just is a goal I have, and you can help me get there if you would like to. Of course, you don't have to. And I'd like a comment. How do you guys feel about Syrah? Do you think it is worthy of being more popular, like Merlot should be? And what is your favorite Syrah? You keep watching, and I'll keep helping you spend your wine dollars wisely.